Hi guys, so you guys are here on the tour about the Tongva people, and you guys are college students at Cal Poly, and you guys are major in history, and you guys are learning about the Tongva, and your professor taking you guys to the BioTrek to go on a tour. And welcome to the BioTrek. My name is An, and I'm here today to introduce you guys about the native plants that we have here around Cal Poly Pomona region. And I'm gonna talk about the Tongva, who were the native people who live here, and the people use the plants around this area for their living. And I think it is really important for us as we living here now that we should learn about the Tongva and learn about how they use the plants for their survival. And we can actually take those knowledge from them and use them for our living as well. So first off, I want to introduce you guys to the BioTrek. The BioTrek is a learning center, and we're here to share knowledge, values, and behavior that support biological sustainability on finite Earth. And first of all, you guys know what kind of trees, what kind of plants that the Tongva use for their food. Do you guys have any idea at all? No, right? Okay, I'm gonna introduce that to you guys here. If you look over to that hill over there, what trees do you guys think those are on that hillside?
Walnut?
Yeah, we have some walnuts, and most of them actually live oak. So the Tongva use the seed from the live oaks to use for their food, and those are called acorn. And those are one type of food that they eat. Another type that they use is elderberries. They actually take the berries, they dry it, and went through all of this process that I'm gonna talk about later on for their food. And beside using plants for their food, the Tongva, they actually use some plants for medicines, such as sage. I'm gonna show you guys later as well. And elderberries were also used for medicine as well, because they have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory aspects. And if you look right here, we have these grass. I'm gonna pull these up, and I'm gonna pass around these grass. So these, if you guys can like pinch on them, try to like pull them a little bit, like they kind of like really tough, right? So the Tongva actually use these, like they weave those grass together to make basket, and they can store, they can take food, they can gather a lot of stuff in the basket. And speaking of the Tongva, Tongva are people who living around in the LA area, near the Santa Ana rivers, near the Los Angeles River, the San Gabriel rivers, and from the mountains, they have population villages all the way to the coastline. And one of the most important food source, as I told you guys, is the acorn. Now I'm gonna show you guys how they prepare the acorn. So follow me this way. Okay, if you guys are here, I have some acorn already grind up, and the Tongva, so these are acorn. I'm gonna pass one around. The Tongva will crack the shell of the acorn. They would crack the shell of the acorn with the rocks to get the seed out. And if one of you can volunteer.
I can volunteer.
Okay. Can you come up? And just pick the shell off to get that seed. Yes, put that seed on the side.
Oh, I think I broke it.
That's okay. Just try your best. And the tongva, every year these acorn will produce in fall. So a typical family of tongva, they're gonna go out and collect around 500 pounds of acorn to store to get through the winter, and they store it in some like granaries that is above ground, and they cover them up so they can like stay away from animals and stuff. And can I have one volunteer to grind these up real quick?
I'll do it.
Okay. So basically you're just gonna smash them a little bit like this, and then you start grinding them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and you grind them like that. And after a while, you're gonna get these acorn that are grind up. So these will be soaked in water for many times until the water is clear. And people gonna make this into paste to make bread or something like oatmeal. Okay, let's move on. I also talked about how the tongva use leaves and stuff for medicines. Right here, I have some sage. So sage were really important for the tongva for medicines. So right here, I have sage, California sagebrush. I'm gonna pass these around so you guys can smell. And right here, I have normal sage. You can smell that. So what we can learn about a tongva is their skills, the skill that they use to make medicines. Some really basic stuff that we can use at home for our own medicine. So right here, I have, this is the sagebrush liniment. So these using to prevent like some pain, swelling. You put it on your skin, so you guys can like kind of smell it. Don't eat it, just smell it. And actually, people use that on their skins to reduce as a liniment. And I'm gonna show you guys how people used to make them. Right here, I have a mason jar, and I have alcohol. I have alcohol right here. So the tongva didn't have like isopropyl alcohol, like rubbing alcohol like we do today. They actually use tequila from the agave plants, because tequila is alcohol. So they actually use tequila for making the liniment. So first, they're gonna go grab some sagebrush. So this is the sagebrush. People are just gonna stuff them in here. And you guys still have that sage leaf that I passed around? It's right here. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, and sagebrush, and then one of this white sage. Just put them in there. And you have rubbing alcohol. You can use rubbing alcohol at home. Just put them in here. And just cover the whole thing. And then close up the lid. And these will stay in the jar for about a month, and then it will turn into that really deep blue color when everything is disintegrate into like water, and you can use that as liniment. And some type of other trees that we can see that the tongva use is the agave right here. People actually use the tongva use agave to make a lot of tools, such as this rope. I'll pass this around so you can like kind of feel them. See how strong these are. Like the tongva will take up the agave and bind them together to make rope similar to this. This is like really strong. You can feel that. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for coming to the BioTrack. If you have any question, you can ask me now. I can give you guys my email. If you guys have any more information about the tongva, about the BioTrack, go ahead and email me. I also gonna give you guys some coupons so you guys can go to our nursery and buy some native plants like sage. You guys can bring them home, make some liniments, or you guys can use sage in your cooking. Just put them, just 1 or 2 leaves in your dish, and it smells really good. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by. It's my pleasure.